Welcome to Fit for Life. Nice to have you back with me again. Today we're going to do yoga. We're going to relax, release, and let go of everything that's bothering you, all that mind chatter. You might have had a bad experience. We're going to change your mood. We're going to reduce your stress, maybe lower your blood pressure. It can do that. We can actually do that with this type of exercise, with the yoga breath. So I just want to tell you a few things you might already know, you might not. Yoga is an ancient practice. It's very old. It's thousands of years old. Sometimes I hear 3,000, sometimes I hear 5,000. No one knows for sure, but it's been out there for a while. It's holistic, which means what? Mind, body, spirit. It affects all of that. It's a wonderful way to exercise. It relaxes your nervous system and calms your mind. And some of us are type A's. I know all about that. Everything, we rethink everything. We think too much. We let things bother us. But if you really get into this practice of doing that yoga breath, finding a quiet place to sit, you will be able to reduce those responses. So just keep that in mind. The physical postures strengthen your muscles, which in turn strengthens your bones, which is great. It also improves your circulation, which we need as we get older, and also a lot of other bodily functions, especially that have to do with movement. The yoga breath increases oxygen to your cells. We need oxygen to think clearer, right? As I said, it controls stress, and the yoga breath increases or allows your muscles to release tension. Our muscles get very tight when we're worrying all the time. And I know I've said this 1,000 times, but most of what we worry about doesn't happen. I'm not saying you have absolutely nothing to worry about, but it's not going to do your body any good. And the mind and the body are connected. You know that, right? So let's begin with Namaste. So our hands are here. Namaste is just kind of a greeting. If you were in a class, it's a greeting to other people in your class. And usually we start with the salute to the sun, which is usually done standing and then on the floor. But we don't get on the floor in this particular class. But we're going to do just a kind of a little imitation of it. Let's put it that way. You're going to just come to the front of your chair, rather. You're going to breathe up through your nose, arms up, good. And open those feet a little bit and just drop the arms down. You can round your back on this one. Don't worry about keeping the back straight and flat. But we do the yoga breath with these exercises. We don't do it every single time. You're not used to doing it, but as you improve your practice and do it more often, you will be doing more of the breathing and holding the poses longer. But because we only have half an hour, I'm just kind of giving you a little preview. So let's try the salute to the sun, at least the first movement, bringing those arms up, and then just bringing the arms down. Good. So your back is rounded. You're going to stretch that back out a little bit, and then come back up. Wonderful. We're going to start with some head stretches, neck and head stretches. So you're just going to drop your chin right down. This is preparing you for yoga, loosening up your body a little bit. Now we'll do the opposite. We're going to look right up at that ceiling. Or if you're outside, you can look up at the sky. Don't look at the sun. And then we'll turn the head to one side. And that feels good. And I find it relaxing, and I know you will too. And then we're going to turn that head back to the other side. And then back straight ahead. Let's do the ear drop, or just dropping the head down to the shoulder. Don't lift the shoulder up. Keep it down. Let's breathe up through the nose this time. And exhale as we go to the other side. I guarantee you will feel more relaxed the more we do the breath. So breathing up again. And exhaling as you're drop that head to the other side. Let's do one more. Breathing up through the nose. And exhale again. And get some nice relaxing new age music or soft music. And this too will help you to relax. So it's really important to take your time, not have any place to go after, and just get into a very relaxed state. The breath does work. It really does. Now we're going to do some exercises for your spine, for your back. All right. You're going to bring your arms up again like we just did, and then you're going to exhale like we just did. So we're flexing the spine. It's called spinal flexion. You can grab your ankles if you want, but try to flatten your back as you come forward. It's not so easy. You have to get used to it. And then if you want to just let go and round your back, that's okay too. Then you can get down to the floor a little bit easier. And now we're going to do the opposite. We're going to do spinal extension. Good. Let's pull one arm up. Great. It's almost like you're pulling it out of the socket, right? It would take a little more effort than that, though, wouldn't it? All right, let's just pull that arm up. Do your natural breathing. And then bring your arm down. Now, the spine can also rotate. We've done that before many times. So you're going to take this hand, cross over, and just keep turning in that direction. And pull yourself up nice and straight. Pull that chin in. All right. As you come back to do the other side, you're going to breathe up through the nose. And exhale as you cross that arm over and pull yourself around to the other side. I don't know about you, but this feels really great on my back, and I hope it does for you too. If it doesn't, if there's a lot of soreness, or if it's difficult for you to straighten up, you really need these exercises. We don't want to stay like that. So pull yourself up nice and tall, and then we'll come back. Now the spine can move in another way. This is the fourth way. Take this hand, cross it over. With the free arm, you're going to breathe up as you lift that arm up. Keep it straight. This is not a stretch, is it? Keep it straight. So we already did our breathing up and exhale over. When you bend, you're going to exhale and reach, and then resume your natural breathing. Good. And then to the other side, we're going to switch. And let's breathe up through the nose as you lift your arm. And exhale as you bend. When you do this on your own, you can do them a little bit longer than I'm doing them now. Stay down there for maybe 30 seconds. Seems like forever. Sometimes. And then we'll come back. Wonderful. So I call those the 4 spinals, and we do them with every class just to get you just ready for exercise. All right, now we're going to do the yoga cat, which is actually done on all 4s on the floor usually. I do it every morning. Makes my back feel great. I don't always wake up with my back feeling great, but when I do this exercise, it really does seem to help. So I'll move back, hands on the knees. I'd like you to straighten up as you breathe up. Pull those shoulders down. You can look up. And then when you exhale, it's up. You drop the chin down and do the opposite. Lift those shoulders. You could round your back now. Pull that abdomen in or tighten it a little bit. And then just do your natural breathing down here. And you're going to breathe up again as you pull yourself up. Up through the nose, shoulders down, head back. Wonderful. Let's breathe out as we drop the chin down. Lift the shoulders up. Round your back. Wonderful. Let's try it again, breathing up as we come up. Shoulders down. Pull that chin in. And exhale as you drop the chin. Lift your shoulders, round your back, and pull that abdomen in. Wonderful. Bring those shoulders down. Let's try this together. Just cross your arms, grab your shoulders. This is not yoga per se, but let's take a breath up through the nose. I like this one. Breathing up and exhale forward. Just drop that chin and your head right down. They all come down together, of course. Great stretch. And then we'll come back up. Also, do put some music on when you do yoga. As I said before, it does help to relax. It will change your mood. just as loud and noisy music makes us a little crazy, right? A little paranoid here. So try to find some music that is nice. This is New Age. I believe this is Deuter, Deuter. His music is wonderful, and it's very good for this type of exercise, and especially meditation. All right, let's try the pigeon. Let's try the pigeon. Normally this is done on the floor. I'm going to bring the leg up. So this leg is crossed over. You can do either side first. It doesn't matter. If you were on the floor, this bottom leg would be straight back. So it's a little ambitious, but once you get it, it feels really good. It's great for stretching your hip. So I'm going to pull that leg in a little bit. Let's put the hand right here on the inside of the knee. Very gently push down. It's just going to be a little bit of dropping, not very much. Some of us have hips that are very tight. You may have had hip surgery. If you have had any kind of surgery on your hip, always ask your doctor when there's something new to do like this. Because in the beginning you have physical therapy and you don't want to undo all of that hard work, right? Now take this hand. There's a space right here inside. So one hand is up, this hand is down, and you're going to pull that leg in a little bit closer. Let's take that yoga breath together. And exhale out. As you exhale, let's just drop down a little, pull that abdomen in, just so you'll feel the difference between this and when you pull up. And you can breathe better when you're nice and straight. And you can swallow better, actually. So we'll do that. Very gently, though, I'm going to push that down. One side will probably be tighter than the other, especially if you have arthritis. So let's try the other side. This side is a little tougher for me. All right, I'm going to pull that leg in just a little bit. I'm going to put the hand right here on the inside of the knee and very gently just push down, even if it just goes down about 1/8 of an inch. I don't think, it might be as much as 1/2 inch. It depends. It depends. And let's pull through, push that arm right through, holding on. So this hand is under, this hand is over. Very gently pull that in a little bit if you can. Sitting up nice and tall. You really can breathe better. It really works. It really, really works. So this is called the pigeon. Put that leg down. Let's grab some water, really important to stay hydrated, even during exercise. I mean, not while you're actually doing an asana, but there. Clears the mind a little bit. Water is good for so many things. All right, let's try. I just call this the crossover leg. So what you're going to do, you're going to cross one leg over, just like we did before. You might want to come forward in your chair a little bit and let the weight of the leg on top pull down. Just pull to the side. This too is very good for the hip. I do this when lying in bed in the morning as part of my morning exercises. It goes down much farther. So let's try the other side and see what happens here. Yeah, this side goes down a little bit easier because I have more flexibility in this side. And yes, we can do that with the breath too, but we're not going to do that right now. All right, and then we'll just bring that leg back. Let's come forward. And let's turn our knees in one direction, whether it's this way or that way. All right. We do a lot of this lunging in yoga when we're standing up, which we're going to do in a few minutes. So let's just put that leg back, sitting up nice and tall, and just stay there for a few seconds. Let's push that heel back. About 8 times, 4 and 5 and 6 and 7. It's a little bit of a stretch for your quadriceps. Switch, your heel is down, your toe is up, and you're just going to come forward. Keep that back straight if you can. All right, let's take a breath. Bring the arm up. And then come forward and just let the arm drop down. Try to keep your back flat if you can. Slide that hand down a little bit more. and then sit up nice and straight. Let's try the other side. So this would be kind of a lunge if we were standing up. Let's push that heel back. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. It's very much like the Grecian stretch that we do, but I've just eliminated a couple of things. Let's switch. Heel is down, toe is up. Let's sit nice and straight and come as far forward as you can with your back flat. So if you were rounding your back, you'd be able to touch your toe probably, but we can't do that with this, but we are getting a nice stretch for the hamstring, the back of the upper leg. So this is just kind of a stretch I've added in here. All right, let's sit back, bring that leg up, put your hands in front of your knee or underneath if you have a sore knee or a lot of arthritis in there, and let's just pull in and get a stretch for the lower spine and the hamstring. This is a wonderful stretch, really good for back problems, of course, depending on how serious they are. So pulling that knee right in. Let's drop the chin down, and then we'll come back up again. All right, let's take a breath up through the nose. Hold it, and then exhale and just let the chin drop. Dropping that head down, good. All right, let's do the other side. This is much easier to do, as I said, when you're lying down. So you can do this one in the morning. All right, just pull that leg right in. Good. Let's take a breath here, breathing up. And exhale again. And with each breath like this, you will become a little bit more relaxed. Great. And then we'll bring that head back up. All right. We're going to stand up now and do a little of standing yoga. Some of this we've done before. There might be something new that you haven't done. Grab some water at this time. And of course, you know you're going to get up without holding on, right? So here we go. That wasn't too bad. I'm going to move the chair back again. We're going to start with the warrior pose, which I do believe we've done before. Nice wide. This won't work because it's hard to lunge when your legs are this close. So nice and wide. Nervous about falling? Get behind your chair. You can hold on with one hand. You can still do things like this, right? So that's easy. Now with the warrior pose, this foot is at an angle. I'm your mirror. So we're all on this side. I'm not going to say right and left. That gets confusing. This foot is on an angle. The other foot is fairly straight. Arms come right up. You're going to look at this hand. So you do have to turn your head. And sometimes if your balance is poor, that is difficult. But you can see where this would be good for your posture and balance and strengthening. It does a lot of things. So let's bend that front knee and bring it back. Try it again. Bend that knee and back. This is the warrior pose. And there are variations. Some of them are more difficult. But almost everyone can do something like this. We'll bring those arms down again. Just relax a little bit. Let's bring those arms up again. And let's do a little lunge. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Let's do 5. This arm and back, just drop it down. Again, if you're behind your chair, you can hold on to do a little back bend. And all you're going to do is lift that arm up and bring that arm as far back as you can. This is a wonderful stretch. Also, you can bend the knee and do this. This is called the exalted warrior. Wow, that sounds serious, doesn't it? Bring that arm back. Good. So how did that feel? I hope that was good for you and you were able to do it. And all you're going to do is bend your knees and relax and do a little bit of this and tap your body when you do this. Wake up those internal organs. Back and forth. It just feels good. Just feels good. All right. want to do the other side, right? So again, a nice wide stance, arms out to the side. This foot, as you can see, is almost straight. Mine is just a little bit not straight. And this toe, this foot is turned out. And let's do some nice easy lunging here. Looking at this hand, good. And bend that knee and come back. And bend it again, good. Now just stay here. Come back up, just drop the arms. How do you feel? So you can see where this will improve your balance, right? So, so important. Let's try it again. Arms up. Now I want you to stay here and drop this back arm down. Just drop it down. And let's do a little bit of a back bend. Hold on if you have to. Get behind that chair. Good. I love this one. I really do. And then we'll come back up. Wonderful. All right, I think what I'd like to try next is the triangle. Same stance. Maybe you're getting tired of this, right? All right. Let's drop the hand down, this hand. Lift the other arm up and do a little bit of a bend here. Good. All right. Arms out. Let's try the other side. Good. Slide that hand down a little bit. Let's come back. This time, let's take a yoga breath up through the nose. And exhale as you come down. Bring that arm up. Slide that hand right down. Try to get the arm as straight as you can. Feel that wonderful stretch here. Isn't this great? Let's breathe up and exhale as we slide that hand down. Reach for the sky. Good. Wonderful. All right. Now the next thing we're going to do is the child's pose, and that too is usually done on the floor, and this too is great for your back. But we're going to use the chair. We're going to do it standing. So if you're behind your chair, or if your chair is sideways, wherever it is, I want you to just hold on like this and walk back. Keep those arms straight. Try to flatten your back as much as possible. If you had a mirror, you could see, but I find that each time I do it, I at least feel that my back is flat. Again, it's done on the floor, and your knees are bent also. It's such a great exercise for all over the body, especially your lower back. Then you walk up. We'll bring one arm up, because now I want you to do the opposite. We're going to go back instead of forward. So you've done this with me many times. Just reaching up, hold on, push those hips forward a little bit and go back. And then we'll come back slowly. Great. This time let's do it with the breath, breathing up through the nose. Pushing those hips forward to protect your back. Good. Hello. And then the other side. Good. So you're going to breathe up as you bring your arm up. And exhale as you go back. And then we'll go forward. Let's try it again. Breathing up. Hips forward, and we'll go back. And then bring your arm down. Let's do it one more time. Let's walk back, flatten that back right out. You should be able to flatten it a little bit more now because we've been practicing a little bit. Good. I really love this one. Bend your knees. That will relax you a little bit. Again, it will go down a little bit flatter. You're really extending that spine. Bend your knees. Good. And then we're going to go back up, have a seat, grab some water. I would like to end with a little bit of meditation. And all that is taking a few yoga breaths, trying to clear your mind of anything and everything that is bothering you, that's been on your mind, you've been thinking about, I've got to do this, and forget about it. You'll get to it. You will. And I've really got to do more of this myself. So I've got some music for us, which is going to help to get you in the mood. So for the next maybe a minute, maybe 2 minutes, we're going to try to do nothing. It's not easy for us. We're always busy, that's why. So all together, let's breathe up through the nose. 4 or 5 seconds if you can do it. Holding for 2 and then breathing out. Make the exhalation a little bit longer than the inhalation. And you can drop your chin down and close your eyes and really relax. And each time you exhale, you are going to be more relaxed. You're going to release those muscles and just let go. Now, if you need to think about something you find relaxing. A beautiful view, the ocean, a sunset, anything that you find relaxing. And keep your mind on that. And the way to keep your mind on that one thing and not go away from it is to take these yoga breaths, and they will bring you back to that nice, relaxed place. So let's take a breath together again. And hold. And exhale. And for the next, 1 minute, we're going to meditate together. And here we go. And thank you for joining me today, and I hope you got something out of this. I always enjoy being with you folks. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.